To start with, I'd like to say that the European Bac 2017 was indeed very well organized. I got positive feedback at many schools I have visited, and from a personal point of view, I'd like to emphasize that I got every support I needed from the Bacc unit here.
The European Baccalaureate session 2017 has been very important for me. This is the last session I have had as head of the European Baccalaureate unit. Next school year I will be in the School of Brussels 4 as a director. And the feeling I had during this baccalaureate session 2017 is that we did quite a good number of things. One of the most important ones, I would say, was the restructuring of the Bacc unit. Nowadays we have a very good team, a great work atmosphere, and definitely the quality of work has improved a lot.
Ich möchte dem Abiturteam um Manuel Bordoy ganz herzlich gratulieren zum diesjährigen Abitur. Ich muss sagen, ich bin sehr beeindruckt vom Abitur und von der Organisation des Abiturs. Es war das erste Abitur, das ich miterleben durfte als stellvertretender Generalsekretär, nach 7 Jahren jetzt im Büro. Und ich muss sagen, ich habe eine andere Seite des Büros nochmal kennengelernt. Wunderbar organisiert, eine wirklich geölte Maschinerie. Und was mich besonders beeindruckt hat, ist natürlich die Einführung des neuen Online-Correction-Verfahrens, das reibungslos geklappt hat. Manuel war da immer ein Optimist und sein Optimismus war zu Recht da. Und es ist eine wirkliche Erfolgsgeschichte. Und umso wichtiger als das Abitur, das Endprodukt der europäischen Schulen ist, das ist unser Markenzeichen, daran werden wir gemessen und deshalb Gratulation an das Team von Manuel.
L'unité informatique a participé avec l'unité Bacc principalement pour définir les caractéristiques techniques, les exigences de sécurité et d'intégration et surtout de la data protection concernant tout ce projet de correction en ligne.
Je m'appelle Peter Burke, je représente la société Neoptech qui a développé l'outil Viatic pour la correction dématérialisée et sécurisée des examens et des concours. Et on a eu le plaisir de travailler avec les écoles européennes pour le Bacc européen de 2007. Voilà, donc c'est une société qui est française et qui travaille dans l'Europe et dans le monde entier pour fournir des solutions à des structures telles que les écoles européennes. Project with the European Schools team and the Bacc unit in particular, with whom I worked more closely throughout all the stages of the project to put the project together. It was really a pleasure to work with these teams. The Bacc unit really had a proactive approach to change management and realized that when you go from doing things on paper and pen to doing things on a computer screen, that you have to think about the end users and how they think about how they do things. And so we worked a lot on this aspect, both for inspectors and for schools, for scanning, and also for the teachers and the external examiners.
L'intégration parfaite d'un nouvel outil IT dans notre infrastructure actuelle des écoles européennes est toujours un critère assez important. Et dès le départ, Neoptech s'est engagé à nous faciliter cette intégration avec nos outils existants, comme notamment le School Management System. À ce jour, la communication entre Neoptech et School Management System se fait au travers de fichiers qui sont hautement supervisés et contrôlés par l'unité Bacc. Et dans le futur, bien entendu, nous allons encore améliorer cette intégration en automatisant les transferts de données d'un système à l'autre.
Talking about the examination papers, I think to my mind they were of a very good quality indeed, and my opinion was supported by the university observation of some papers. I think that it is a good idea to have the university observation, and the Kiel Institute did an excellent job with the scientific papers, and the University of Vienna did another excellent job in Vienna. And so we were of the same opinion. I think the feedback they gave about the papers were correct, and I was very satisfied with the papers as well. I've got to mention the most important things. So the innovation we have put into practice this year, the online correction system. And I think you are quite aware of the fact that many people at the beginning were very skeptical about the system. And I've talked to some German colleagues of mine, elderly persons already, who also were skeptical at the beginning, but it was a complete turnaround. They said the system works wonderfully. It's ever so quick. It's very intuitive. It's easy to handle, and it's great. It's got great potential. You can do so many things with the system. You could even make the correction in future more objective, more transparent with the PDF documents and the ways you have now to introduce as well comments of the examiner on the papers. So that's wonderful. It's a wonderful system. And at the centers, I could observe that at each center there was somebody from the firm to give any assistance that was needed to the people on the spot.
One major project that we put this year was the online correction system. A lot of people was reluctant that we could do it in such a short time, but actually we managed, and later on we've done some surveys for satisfaction of the users, the teachers and the external correctors, and really the results of the satisfaction survey are even higher than we expected. Most of the teachers and external correctors, that's up to nearly 98% of the people are either satisfied or very satisfied with the project and with the experience of correcting online. This is a project that opens a lot of possibilities for the future in order to improve the quality of assessment. I would like to stress that the driver of the project was to improve the quality of assessment, not to save money. And I think everybody understood that we can use the same resources in a different way, so that actually the important thing, which is the reliability and the quality of assessment, increases.
Les avantages de ce nouveau système de correction en ligne sont vraiment nombreux. Bien entendu, il s'agit principalement d'un gain de temps pour tous les utilisateurs du système, que ce soit d'un point de vue administratif ou que ce soit du point de vue de l'utilisateur. Puisque dès que les données sont uploadées dans le système, tout le monde peut commencer à corriger. On évite aussi de devoir manipuler les données. Auparavant, on devait les imprimer, les réencoder, et donc avec ce nouveau système, on a complètement minimisé le risque d'erreur et de réencodage. Au niveau des avantages, eh bien, nous pouvons plus facilement contrôler et superviser tout ce qui se passe. On peut tout de suite identifier des données manquantes ou une anomalie qui pourrait se produire. La partie statistique est non négligeable, puisqu'en temps réel, on peut tout de suite vérifier et obtenir les statistiques examen par examen, question par question.
Ben, la différence par rapport à l'an dernier, c'est que lorsqu'on ne déballe rien du tout, c'est beaucoup plus facile pour moi-même, parce qu'auparavant, il fallait ouvrir les enveloppes, compter les copies lorsqu'elles sortaient. Lorsqu'elles nous revenaient, il fallait compter les copies de nouveau, vérifier les feuilles de points s'il n'y avait pas plus de 2 points d'écart entre les deux correcteurs, et ensuite vérifier les signatures du professeur, de l'examinateur et de l'inspecteur.
It's been a pleasure to work with the Bacc unit, but also with all the different members of this team. The European Baccalaureate is a very rigorous exam with very specific, well-defined rules. And our objective was to put in a system that entirely respected the rules, while also making it as easy as possible for all of the users. And really, thanks to the Bacc unit team, but also the inspectors and the schools and the teachers and external examiners, everyone took the approach that let's make this work and let's have a go at this and have everything work as easily as possible.
Hoy esta vez ha sido la primera experiencia que he tenido en el tema del bachillerato, y con la nueva modalidad de corrección online, una de las ventajas fundamentales que he visto es que los profesores pueden empezar a corregir desde casa, desde el primer momento. También, desde mi punto de vista como inspectora, he podido ir supervisando todo el proceso, con lo cual si se detecta algún tipo de error, algún inconveniente, se puede detectar en el momento en el que se producen y intentar mejorar esa situación o ese problema que se pueda estar surgiendo. No hay que esperar al final para poder encontrar soluciones. Es un modelo muy activo, muy dinámico, y en general todo ha sido positivo en mi valoración.
What I find quite good about it, although I was quite skeptical at the beginning, is that you are very flexible. That is, you can work at home, you can work here in school, you can stop whenever you want to. The system works really well, even
this new system has got great potential, and I think you should develop it further, and I think one could even use it to inform the schools about the examination papers via that system. So in that case the papers needn't be sent to the schools, because the schools could get a key, and then they could, at the date of the examination, download the papers, and you needn't have to send all the papers to the schools by post. I think that is enough.
I think that it's really to the credit of the European school system that they were able to scan the scripts very quickly, the same day almost always, and with practically no problems. They didn't need Neoptek's help once they had the training, so this is really impressive. It also goes for the same for distributing the script and making sure that the markers could have these scripts available as quickly as possible. The inspectors were able to supervise the marking, and thanks to the Bacc unit's desire to manage change with a mixed model, where we were both working at a distance on computer, but also preserving some of the organization of the past and bringing the markers together.
Au niveau de la sécurité, dès le départ, dans le cahier des charges, pour trouver le bon partenaire pour se lancer dans ce projet, nous avions été assez exigeants en termes de sécurité et de data protection. Et ce fournisseur qui a été sélectionné remplit parfaitement toutes nos attentes en termes de sécurité, de data protection et de flexibilité, évidemment.
The pleasure of meeting a lot of the different people, the different external examiners, and the inspectors, of course. And they really worked in this mixed model approach, but also projecting themselves, working beyond in other contexts potentially, depending on how things evolve. And I look forward in the future to working with all of the actors to identify the specific points that will make things even easier in the future. And this is an important thing that the NEOPTEC would like to ensure. We will know how to evolve with our customers, and the European schools in particular is one of our most prized customers. We're very happy to be working with you, and we'll look forward to doing it in the future.
En général, les corrections sont très bien déroulées. Les correcteurs externes et les inspecteurs, qui certains étaient un peu sceptiques, ont très bien travaillé et ont accepté volontiers la correction en ligne et ont remercié la société Viatic qui a très bien travaillé également.
On the whole, it was a great experience for me to be the 2017 Bacc president. I've met so many intelligent, so many diligent, so many people very much dedicated to their work. I really enjoyed my job.
I would like to say that these 3 years in the European Baccalaureate unit have been great. I mean, like, it's one of my most rewarding professional experiences, and this couldn't have been possible without the encouragement and the support of the Secretary General, Mr. Marchegiano, and the Deputy Secretary General, Mr. Beckman, and all my colleagues, head of unit, especially Mr. Pirnet in the IT unit, who was really supported and committed to put the project of the online correction further. And last but not least, I mean, like, we wouldn't have been able to do all this in the way that it has been done without the professionalism, the commitment, and really the good work of the European Baccalaureate unit team. I would like to mention them all, because I mean, like, they deserve all the credit. It was really teamwork, and really without them it wouldn't have been possible. Mrs. Corradini, Miss Dispensa, Mr. Matisse, and Mr. Alvestein. Thanks very much to all of them, and thanks very much also to all the stakeholders who finally believed in the project and supported it. Thanks a lot.